It was a new day, and we were ready to explore more areas of this amazing country. Fred, Jack, Nick, and Mark's plans included the historical mining community of Golden Chariot Canyon, the narrow shelf trails of Oriflamme Canyon, and the rock-filled routes within Coyote Canyon and Sheep Canyon. It is Tuesday morning. We have Fred, Jack, and his dad Nick, and me here. And we are headed to the gold mines and Oriflamme Canyon. Going to spend the morning on that. And then this afternoon, we plan on hitting Coyote Canyon.
To your left, you can see the old Butterfield stage route, which is still, the wagon tracks are still there. We're going to come to a campground called Hammer Grove, which is sort of like you're in now, except much smaller. You'll notice on both sides of the road all kinds of cactus. They're small and close to the ground, and those are called teddy bear cholla. And they have fish hook ends on them, so if you get some in you, they're very difficult to get out. And the one thing that'll do it is a standard old little pocket comb, which I carry with me all the time. And people say, "Why, you hardly have any hair," but that's why. Nick said he'll jump out to get it. They dig up the roots and roast the roots, the Indians used to, for food. And I also believe it's the beginning part of tequila.
That root is very tasty, by the way. I've eaten it. So you can cook it just like you would a baked potato.
Jeepers and particularly motorcycle guys like to come to the spring over here and then they can, and they have no idea what's here. Pretty cool.
So Pam and I, my wife, we first came to Colorado in 1977. We had a CJ7.
Uh-huh.
Remember those?
Yes. I had a friend that had one in Guam.
The CJ5 was the short wheelbase, the 7 was the longer wheelbase. A long time ago. Now we have a F-250 with a camper that we do some four-wheeling and camping with.
Uh-huh.
A little pop-up camper.
Is there a lot of loose rocks on an uphill? No, it's all downhill, and there's a lot of loose rocks, but it's only about 6 foot 2 inches wide.
Is this the hill he was talking about?
We're getting to it. It's going to get steeper,
Okay.
and there'll be some good switchbacks
Okay.
and some good exposure.
Mark, right where I'm parked, It looks like there might have been a dynamite or something right here on this rock in the lower part.
It's kind of interesting rock.
I'm going to blow the horn here 3 times, which what you're supposed to do to let folks know you're coming down.
Now, who has the right of way? What you're supposed to do is let the person coming up go, because it's more difficult for them to get going than it is for the person headed downhill. It's our responsibility to reverse back up or pull over to the side however you can. Yeah.
Visibility is great. You can see about 3 different mountain ranges where I am right now. On the right here you can see some of the old actual trails. They always followed creek bed because they wanted water in the desert. The stagecoaches
Where are we going
that they used from
Back to
Yuma to
Borrego
San
Springs.
Diego didn't look like the Concord stages that you see in all the movies. Horses couldn't make the trip through the desert, so they had to use mules. And from Yuma to San Diego, and it was known as the Jackass Stage Line. We're now in the citrus groves, and for the most part, on the right are Valencia oranges, and on the left side are mainly Texas pink grapefruit. Coyote Canyon.
Just missed that.
Third water crossing.
Etc.
Now we're turning towards Sheep Canyon, which is a little different way than I took last time I was out here. I went to Middle Willow.
Cougar Canyon is off here to the left.
Look at them palm trees growing up there. We came back here into Sheep Canyon Camp and are now headed out. We'll go back to the Y that went up to Middle Willow, and I'm taking the lead.
Engines at operating temperature.
And will lead us out that way. Here we are at the end of the road. Foot travel only, no vehicles past this point.
We get huge numbers of Europeans. Germans are the most, hundreds a month.
Because Germany is so different from,
They don't have this here.
from this
There.
topography.
Well, it's 3 o'clock. The sun sets early here. I'm going to go ahead and beat a hasty retreat.
We'd had a great day in Golden Chariot Canyon, Oriflamme Canyon, Coyote Canyon, and Sheep Canyon. Tomorrow Matt would arrive and we'd be off to Carrizo Mountain. But now it was time for a good dinner and maybe some suds to quench a thirst.